Today we are making Japanese korokke with fresh ingredients from the farm. For this recipe, you're going to use potatoes. Now I used about 2 pounds of potatoes, beef oxo, hamburger, about 1 pound, an onion, butter, about 2 tablespoons, and salt and pepper. I started by peeling the potatoes and then cutting them into small squares, and I cut them all about the same size. And then I put them into a pot of water to soak to release some of their starches for about 10 minutes, and then I rinsed them and added fresh water to the pot for boiling. For this recipe, you can use some store-bought tonkatsu sauce, or you could make your own. It contains ketchup, honey, Worcestershire, soy sauce, and date syrup if you have it. This is approximate consistency of the sauce. For the dredge for the korokke, use flour, egg, and panko breadcrumbs. I ended up using 2 eggs for this recipe. I put some of my butter in the bottom of my frying pan, and then I added my onions and sauteed them until just starting to be translucent, at which point I added my pound of ground beef, and I broke it up so the pieces were nice and small. To this, I added the beef oxo, the salt and pepper, and a little bit of mirin, which is a sweet cooking seasoning because I don't have any sake on hand. Once the potatoes were cooked, I added the rest of the butter to them, and I mashed them with a hand masher so that the potatoes were still a little bit coarse and not completely smooth as if you blended them. I didn't add the entire pound of ground beef because I didn't want my korokke to be beef heavy, so I just wanted to notice the beef in there, and so I added about half of the pound. I stirred it well to combine, and then it was time to assemble my korokke. So I made this shape, and then I dredged it in flour. I can't say how big those were, but flattened, they would probably have been the size of the palm of my hand. First, I dredged them in flour. You want to completely cover them in flour. I ended up moving my egg wash to a bowl because it allowed more egg to be touching the pieces that I was trying to coat. And then lastly, I dipped it in the panko breadcrumbs, and as I prepared them, I just got them all put on this little tray, and they do go into the refrigerator for 15 minutes because at this point they are still so soft and you want them to firm up a little. I heated my oil to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I carefully put my korokke in there. I cooked them for up 2 to 3 minutes, and I flipped them a couple of times once they were nice and browned like that. And then I let them dry on the wooden homemade cooling rack there that you see, with a little bit of paper towel underneath so that any oil that dripped, it would land there. And then I served it with a carrot and cucumber salad with sesame dressing. It was delicious. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and bye for now.